Good morning, Bridge Church. My name's Libby and I'm going to share with you this morning for our devotion. In my devotions, I have been reading through some of what Paul writes in his letter to the Ephesians, and a particular verse has really stuck out to me this week, and that is in Ephesians 4, and it's verse 29, and it says this: "Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up, as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear." And this has really challenged me because I think so often we can allow ourselves to say things in the spur of the moment to let our emotions get the better of us. I know I do. I know there are moments where I'm frustrated or I'm upset, and what I think just comes out of my mouth. And what comes out of my mouth sometimes isn't graceful and sometimes doesn't build people up. But Paul writes here and gives us some instructions as to what our speech should be like, that we should take control of what we say, be careful about what comes out of our mouths. Elsewhere in the Bible, it talks about the tongue being like a double-edged sword. And that's so true. It's a weapon, and it can build people up or it can tear people down. The two things that I really sense that Paul is saying through this is, there's two things. One of them is to speak in ways that helps others and is meaningful. Did you know you can say things that inspire people, that encourage people, that build them up, that helps them to realise their potential, remind them of how incredible they are, remind them of the things they're good at, and spur them on into all God has called them to? Because your words can also do the opposite, can tear people down, and it can hurt people and stop them from fulfilling what they feel that they should. And I just want to encourage you, be an encourager, be someone who lifts people up, encourage people. I would love to see people that I know go far beyond anything I ever could. There are young people who I help to mentor, and I want them to do far more for God's kingdom than I do, because they've got so much potential within them. And it can be easy sometimes to want to tear people down, but let's be secure, let's build people up, encourage one another, and keep pushing on. The second thing that I think this verse is saying is that we should speak in ways that are appropriate to the context that we're speaking them in. There are some things that you can say amongst friends that perhaps you can't say in a public sphere because people don't understand the context of what you're saying. And the one thing that's really challenged me about this has been the way that we have so many different contexts in our world. And particularly when it comes to things like social media, I really want to encourage you to think about what it is that you're putting out there, because you don't always know who's reading it. I know for me, there are some things I would say to friends that are totally appropriate and right, but said in a platform like social media could be misinterpreted, misread, and actually could cause offence. And I don't want that to ever be something that I do. I don't want to purposefully cause people to be offended or cause people to be hurt by something I say just because they don't understand the context or the emotion behind what I'm saying. So I just want to encourage you. Let's encourage one another. Let's build each other up. Let's think about the context we're speaking in, because particularly at a time in our lives when people can be so emotive at the moment, there's lots of different reasons. We've got a festive season coming up that it can be really exciting, but could also actually this year be very difficult for people. It's a strange year, and I just want to really remind us to be mindful of one another, to be mindful about how we speak. And just as we finish the devotion today, I just want to read it to you again. Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up, as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. Let's be full of grace this week, and as we step into the new year, let's be people that speak love, hope, joy, grace, have those fruits of the Spirit, and really encourage and build up those around us. Have a really blessed day, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.